My name is Madison, and I have developed these instructional videos about 24/7 posture care management as a portion of my doctoral capstone project for occupational therapy. I also created detailed PDF resources available on the Posture 24/7 website that provide in-depth and evidence-based guidance to use in combination with these videos. The purpose of these videos is to demonstrate certain aspects of posture care management that require visual aid. I will use PCM for posture care management and will refer to the individual who is utilizing PCM as the user of the therapeutic positioning system. The purpose of this video for clinicians, users, and caregivers is to provide visual demonstration of how to set up PCM in the lying position and how to use and adapt materials to create postural supports. PCM in lying is meant to provide a comfortable environment for both rest and sleep. When designing a unique setup to support posture in lying, comfort of the user is crucial. It is important to check in with the user each time a support is added or adjusted. If the user is not comfortable, then the positioning system will not be used. A variety of different low-cost materials and household items can be used to create the PCM system. We will demonstrate how to create postural supports from materials that may already be in the home and how to use or adapt materials that can be purchased. Not all of the materials shown in this video need to be used. We are simply showing some of the options that are available. You can always use your creativity to come up with new solutions as well. The resources available through the Posture 24/7 website provide a comprehensive list of items that could either be purchased or used to support one's posture in lying. The list includes items that are more suitable for people with temperature or latex sensitivities. Let's begin setting up the surface. In most cases, this will be a bed, but could also be a wide couch with a flat supportive surface or the floor with a mat. The first and second layers should be non-slip material, which allows us to place supports between them to ensure that they don't move or slip around. Often, the non-slip materials will need to be purchased, but they are widely available online or in stores. You can look for non-slip rug mesh or non-slip cupboard liner. So we will place the first two layers down, and these will be positioned under the user's shoulders, torso, and hips if possible. If using a cupboard liner or drawer liner, you may need to make two different rows here to ensure that the width is correct. When determining the size of the mesh that you'll need, make sure that it's about 3 to 4 feet wider than the user's torso. So if their body is laying here, you'll want about 1.5 to 2 feet on either side to make sure that there's room for the supports on either side of their body. The third layer is a padded material or mattress topper. This layer has many options, again, which are listed on the resource on the Posture 24/7 website. The purpose of a layer of padding is for additional comfort and to protect skin integrity so that postural supports do not enable skin breakdown. This mattress topper should be chosen based on the user's needs. It could be a cooling, breathable material or waterproof material. This is a crib liner that is a breathable mesh material. And when positioning it on the surface, you will do it this way so that it's under the user's shoulders, torso, and hips. And if it needs to be longer, you could use 2 of these. But again, we want it to be wider than the user's torso to place supports underneath. The fourth layer can be a fitted or flat sheet, depending on the bed size and the size of the supports that will be beneath the sheet. This is a fitted sheet, and you could place it around the bed or couch or any surface as needed. Now I'll show some of the many options that can be used as postural supports. Please note that these are simply suggestions. You can create postural supports from a variety of items in the home. There are also options available to purchase from commercial retailers. You can roll up different sized towels for different areas of the body. Large towels or blanket rolls work well under the knees, while dish and hand towels can be rolled for support next to the head or below the feet. So I will show how to roll up a towel here. Make sure to roll them tightly so that they are firm enough. When rolling these materials, they should be secured as to not become loose and unroll. To secure the rolled material, you can use items like rubber bands, hair ties, tape, or Coban wrap. Coban, also known as vet wrap, is a material that stretches and sticks to itself, yet is easily removable. It also helps keep the positional support in place and not roll away from the body. You can wrap all the way around, or maybe just one layer, depending on how much of the material you have. And this is cheap and can be purchased at drugstores or online. And it sticks to itself. It doesn't slip as easily on these materials, but it can be easily removed. Pillows can be used under the head, under or between the knees, under the arms, and small pillows could be used under or between feet. Long body pillows are quite helpful for leg support, whether placed between or below the legs. Bolsters, foam wedges, and stuffed animals can also be used. Large stuffed animals are sometimes comforting to wrap the arms around when lying on the back or side. Lateral supports are placed next to the user's torso and hips and require sturdier materials instead of soft, squishy pillows. These supports should be the same height as the user's chest or pelvis to provide adequate support. You could use large, tightly rolled towels as lateral support. Yoga blocks also work very well and can be found at a low cost. They are made of sturdy foam and can be laid flat for small bodies or set up on the side to support teen and adult bodies. There are also cheap exercise or yoga mats available that could be rolled up like this and cut in half and then secured and used as lateral supports. Large bookends also work as supports if they are thick and durable. These can be found online or made in your community with acrylic, polycarbonate, or ABS plastics. Other materials might bend or break over time. These would be positioned on the side of the user with the bottom facing away from the body, like this. Another option is to create these L-shaped brackets with wood, which can be custom made for height and width as desired. These harder supports must be covered in material to pad them to prevent pressure injuries. They could be padded by placing a towel over them, but regardless, these lateral supports should always be placed between the two mesh layers and under this additional padding layer, like so. Pool noodles are often a cheap option that could be used as lateral supports as well. They come in various thicknesses. This one is thin and could be cut in half or even smaller and used as lateral supports along the head. If you had a larger noodle, you could use them as lateral supports on the side of the body for children. To maintain an aligned position of the legs and keep them separated, there are supports that you can purchase or create at home using foam and an electric carving knife. Here is one of the supports that you can purchase. It's called Complete Feet. While it was designed to separate feet, if placed under the knees, it also is a great tool for separating and aligning the legs. There is a strap and buckle that can be adjusted to keep the legs in place. This support is often placed on top of the pillows that are under the knees. You can also make a custom leg separator with a piece of firm, high-density foam. Make sure the width of the foam is wider than the user's legs, with approximately 3 to 5 inches on either side of the knees. If the foam is not large enough on its own, you can glue pieces together. When creating this leg support, make sure the user is lying on their back in as much alignment as possible. Use a pillow or support under their knees if necessary for comfort. Depending on how tight the user's hips and knees are, the height of the foam can be adjusted by cutting off an edge. Only remove a small amount at first to not take off too much. Tamara Kittleson will help demonstrate how to carve foam. Mark the foam where the leg curves will be. We've made marks as guidelines for the width of the leg curves. Make sure there is enough foam on the outside of the knees to provide adequate support, but also ensure that the foam width between the knees is comfortable for the user. It can be helpful to draw an arrow or specify which side of the foam is facing the feet. The curves should be about the height of the legs. Great, thank you. After cutting both the curves from the foam, test it under the user's knees. More material may need to be trimmed depending on comfort and alignment. Once complete, the leg support can be covered in a pillowcase or a custom cover could be created. When developing a PCM system in lying, remember that supports can be created from many different materials. Don't wait to provide this important intervention because of lack of funding for formal systems. While you wait, valuable time may be lost as gravity and asymmetry take their toll on the user.